What's the value of my home? Seems like a pretty simple question, doesn't it? Hi, this is Chris Snow with the Florida Coastal Team. And I just wanted to touch base and let you know that we get that as a question on a pretty regular basis. What's the value of my home? How much is it worth? Pretty much the same question. And what we've identified is that there are actually 4 different values that you can come up with on a property. And I break it down this way. There is an appraised value, which means that there's a third party that's hired by a lender or by a buyer to go out and look at past sales of the property. And they come up and they do a certified value or a certified opinion of value. That's the first value. That's an appraised value. The second value is what we call a market value. And what we do is we look at all the homes that have sold in a general area, and we start looking at the averages of what people are paying for and make some adjustments to those averages based on the individual property, based on upgrades and enhancements and different things. And where do we think that a majority of the market, if we were to put the house for sale, what would it sell for? That would be the market value. The 2 other values are values that people don't really think about. They only think about the appraised value and the market value. But there is a value to an individual buyer. And in certain markets where it's really hot or it's a really slow market, there might be only one person willing to pay a certain price for a property. So there's a value to the buyer. And the last value is probably the most important value that we talk about, and that is the value to the seller. So the person who owns the home, who's putting their house on the market, there's a value to them that they would not be willing to part with their property unless they got a certain value or above. So those are the 4 values. Never do those 4 values ever line up. We haven't had it happen yet. And so what we try to do is help buyers and sellers come to a consensus on what is the most likely selling price and something that works win-win for all parties. Hope this was helpful. Chris Snow here with the Florida Coastal Team.